Good evening. Your favorite news streamer, favorite YouTuber, John Wyatt Edgar here with a new series we're going to try out called This Old Doom. I've been playing a lot of Balatro lately, and hopefully you've been checking that out. But in the background, I've been working on a little something. And it's kind of the inspiration for this series. I wanted to go and play the old classic Doom games, which is probably my favorite. Doom and Doom 2 are probably my favorite two games of all time. The OGs, they're over 30 years old, just like I am, barely. So I figured let's go ahead and play those, maybe showcase them to a new audience. They've been done to death on the internet. They've been modded to death on the internet. And I even put my skills to good use with the help of some of these AI tools out there. And I crafted my own mod just for this series. So what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to go through every level, collect every item, find every secret, kill every enemy, not die, and also assess the value of each of each level as a real estate property. Have you ever wanted to live in the world of Doom? We're going to find out what that would be like today. So let's start out. This here is Doom 1. We'll just start it over here. We're going to do a new episode, new game, whatever you call it, on Ultra Violence. Now, a few things here. Ultra Violence is the hardest difficulty, except for Nightmare. So basically, Nightmare, the only thing it adds, in addition to the things that Ultra Violence provides, would be respawning monsters and faster monsters, and I think maybe some other, manipulation of health values and whatnot. No, we want Ultra Violence because we don't want the monsters to respawn at all. We don't want them coming back to life. We're using the GZ Doom source port. It has some pretty nice features. It's going to keep track of our kills, items, and secrets. If you know Doom well, you know that the values there on the lower left-hand corner that are showing kills, items, and secrets for this level are a little inflated. And that is because we have made every single item able to be picked up. That includes ammo and health drops, even at max capacity. And we've added them to the items counter. Same with keys, weapons, what have you. So we're literally going to get every item. Oh, we've also made the enemies really less tanky and very squishy. So, but we're not playing on God mode, so there will be somewhat of a challenge. Oh, also barrels are enemies now, by the way. Look, see? Oh, look, we increased the market price of this property. So yeah, that's the whole goal of this series, is to it's a completionist, super completionist, I call it, but also very casual. But the most important thing, as we explode these barrels, is we're going to take a look and explore the levels. So let's start doing that now. Let's make our way through here. This is episode 1, mission 1, known as Hangar, like an airplane hangar, not a hanger that you would put clothes on, although there is a level called that much later on. But this is Hangar. It's the level that most people are familiar with. It was the first level of the shareware version of Doom back in the day. So this is it's a very sacred place. I would think it would be worth a lot of money in that sense if it was a real property to buy. But let's explore some of the features. So the first thing I've always found curious about this, and obviously these are 1993, 94 level graphics here. But if this is a hangar, this kind of gives me an air traffic control tower vibe. You kind of have windows on 3 sides and what I imagine would be like a desk or some kind of interactive thing. But I guess for our purposes today, if you're investing into the residential real estate market, this would be a nice dining area. That would be fine too. You have a nice, very glowing, great centerpieces. You'll see a switch here, which will take us out to the central pool area via a secret door. But let's explore the rest of the property first. Please ignore the corpses. There will be more created as we go through. So yeah, as we kind of enter this big area of the level, I did mention that the enemies are a lot squishier. I believe I've cut their health by 80%. We still have to worry about dying because will get swarmed by them a lot in later levels. But I wanted just a little bit of a challenge, not a whole bunch. I'm an old man, as I already stated, as we're in what I can only describe as a very elaborate kitchen area. Perhaps here you have maybe your pantry, or maybe this is just a really nice, this is where the good china is, as they say. Either way, I could see this being like just a full on, boom, cutting board, boom, dishwasher, boom, coffee pot, just you go down the line. Every possible appliance is there. A Ninja, perhaps, or some other nice blender. All right, let's go through here. Just clean out the riffraff. This would be a great entertaining space, I think. You've got that picturesque view of the yard and the rest of the planet of, the moon of Phobos, one of the moons of the planet Mars. But most importantly, you could do kind of like a koi pond, almost like maybe a spa area here. It is poisonous. It's green. That's not potable water by any sense. You're going to want to bring in an expert for that. Now you'll see the wall here is discolored. This actually leads to a secret area, but we're going to go to it via a different direction. That's going to lead us back to the entrance. I guess this, by the way, would be like the front entrance to the property if we're getting technical. But you see here, you've got these windows that overlook, like, look, we were just over there. We can see from here. Someone has left a life jacket floating in the middle of our very, very algae buildup, needs chlorine badly pool. So I mentioned this switch earlier. We're going to hit it, and then we're going to head out here. And you'll notice that this opens up another, kind of scenic patio door. We're going to grab that. Very expensive life jacket. Get out of here, buddy. We've got some squatters, as the mod calls them. So you can see we're increasing our market value just by basically cleaning up the place and finding secrets for more usable space. In this case, it is going to raise the value by 100,000. I just kind of made up numbers with these. I did play test this quite a bit, not in an attempt to like speed run it, because like we're going to take our time here. We're going to really enjoy this. But I wanted the values to make sense, because I mean, these Doom levels, first of all, they're on at least the first, couple dozen are on other planets or moons of other planets. So that's already prohibitively costly to most homeowners or potential home buyers. You have that issue already. So I figured these should be high values. Like they should be approaching 7 figures or in the multi 7 figures. We'll see. I didn't do calculations for every single one. There is a formula that I put together that it does calculate on the fly. And one thing is, if we kill a bunch of enemies at once and start picking things up, I think the game will not crash, but it may not count everything. So we do need to be just a little bit aware of that. Of course, I have nothing really to compare it to as we find another secret area with what I assume would be a very nice, lovely walk-in closet, and then possibly a crawl space as well, as we're going to see. This little lift here goes up. Someone left a lot of hats in here and some shotgun shells, so we'll clean those up. And you can see we've already eclipsed 500,000 in our market value. Now, will someone actually buy this at that price? Don't know. We still have 5 items to find and a kill. And I'm going to guess they're all going to be behind this exit door. There's our enemy. And there's our 5 items. So you can see the numbers don't lie. The market value, fair market value of Episode 1, Mission 1, Hangar from the video game Doom is a little over 500,000. Again, all the nice features you have, you'd be silly not to buy it. But it's a good starter home if you are interested in a possibly demonic military installation on a moon base. So that was Episode 1, Mission 1, Hangar, and that has been This Old Doom. Tomorrow, we'll be back with another episode, and you may see me in the same shirt I'm wearing now. Don't be alarmed if that happens, but we'll be going over the nuclear plant. So we'll see how much that's going to run for. So thank you so much for joining me, and reach out if you have any questions, and we'll see if the product is still available for you. Have a good one.